Hey everybody, quick video to show you how to get multi-track stems for the song Graves into Gardens to play nice with Prime. There is some tricky spots in it that make it difficult to do that, and so I'm going to show you what I did to make it play nice. So I'm going to let's grab the click for it. I'm just going to throw it into Ableton. You can use any DAW that you have, it does not matter. That part does not matter. All the principles are the same, but I'm going to use Ableton for this demonstration. Okay, so I've got click and cue. You're going to want to add all your stems, but I'm just for this demonstration going to use click and cue to show you what to do. So add all your stems. It saves you time. And then you're going to want to make your master time signature 6/8 because that's what the song's in, and 70 beats per minute. Okay, so things start off fine, but what you're going to want to look for is around a measure 136, around in the third or fourth beat. Right here is where they are calling back into an interlude. They're calling back into like a reprise, another vamp. They've like broken down and broken from tempo, and they're doing this big long trash can for a couple measures before, and then in the interlude, they're trying to call you back into time, but time was already broken, and so does not play nice with Prime's automatic generated click and markers. Things are a mess there. So what you want to do is find this right here, this downbeat, beat 1, and then interlude. So this is the measure before the interlude. It's calling you 6 beats into the interlude. And you can see here how the click is already way off, and it has been off for several measures since the end of the song when they slowed it down. But we don't care about that, and I'll tell you why in a second. We just care about this downbeat right here. So get in real close, find that, as much as you can. I'm at a little locator, so I'm just looking for the beginning of that wave for that click so I can get it as close as I can right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these. You want to select all your stems when you have them here to do this, but I'm just going to cut these stems up so we can do a little bit of dragging. Okay, now we can zoom out. We've got our clips cut, and what I'm looking for here, like I said, this spot is somewhere in between the third and fourth beat of the 136th measure. So what I'm really looking for is just the beginning of that measure 136, which is right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two clips and just really simply drag them back to an actual downbeat, which would be the downbeat beat 1 of measure 136. Now, there's going to be still some weird click action going on here that's off time, but I don't really care about that because my band is already broken from time. We're just trash canning. So the click being off here is not going to bother me. What's important is my band getting back on cue when it calls us back into an actual new part of the song in the next interlude. So so this part doesn't matter as much. The part that matters is getting this downbeat right on a measure, and do that with all your clips. All right. So after you've done that, you want to do it to all your stems. This is an example here where I did it to all my stems. A lot of stems in this song. And then once you've done that, just export them one by one. In Ableton, you just go to File, Export Audio Video. Select whatever stem you want to export. And, the really important thing is make sure it starts at beat 1. It cannot be one speck off from this or you're going to be in trouble. And then make sure it renders for the full length, all the measures. In fact, right now this would be bad. It wants to render only 135 measures, but this song is longer than that, so I need to make sure it renders the full length. So do that to all your tracks, and then it's pretty normal from there. Get to Prime and upload your song. One thing I want to tell you, though, is when you upload this song to Prime, do 140. Don't do 70. And I'll tell you why in a second here. And then make it 6/8, of course, in whatever key you're in. Now, the reason why you want to do it in 140 instead of 70 is because the guide in Multitracks they're really calling this in cut time. They're not calling it in 70 beats per minute. So when you actually put it into prime at 70, the automatic cue generator tries to call it in 70, and it really stretches it out. And in my opinion, it just changes the feel of the song. It's not right. So just to make it feel right, do it in 140 so that when you make your markers like I've done here, it sounds normal. So let me give you an example of that.
Intro 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I hope that makes sense. Like it's not stretching those cue counts out. It just feels weird. So that's what I did to make it sound better and feel right for my band. All right, so you can tell there we're on click with everything, but of course the weird part would be right this breakdown, right? So let me show you how that ended up sounding like. Okay, so just like I said, what you heard there right at the breakdown, the click really started to get away from it, but it doesn't matter because your whole band's just trash canning and you're broken from tempo anyways. What you're really listening for is the cue count in back into this interlude. Then things lock back in and you're ready to go. I'll let you listen to it one more time. There you go, guys. Hope that helps.